Welcome to Video Game Reviews, and we haven't reviewed a game in quite a long time. We're going to start with this one. This one I sort of found this one by accident, and I looked up the reviews, and I didn't quite like the reviews. If you'd like, I can show you guys the reviews first before we get started. Looking at this, you can obviously see this is based off a Japanese anime. So obviously you can tell most of it is in Japanese. So right off the bat, this turned me off big time. The fact that I only saw Japanese, that turned me off. So I actually never played this yet, only because I didn't think it was even in English. So I went on the comments and I asked a question. And this was the only comment I dropped. And it's true. I bought the game because I thought it was English. When I saw everything on the game was in Japanese, I was like, oh, hell no. I don't buy a game just to have it only be Japanese. A couple of people commented on my comment, and they said it is. If it's in-game English, then why is everything else in Japanese? I mean, think about this for a second. You're trying to sell a game. If the game is in English, then why do you have all the comments, all the advertisements for the game below it in Japanese? I mean, were they too lazy to convert it to English before they posted it? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, honestly, you have to really think before you make a game. If you want English people to play this game, you need to make sure everything is in English. If you want people who speak English to play this game, everything has to be in English with optional stuff for other languages. The majority of the people who play Steam can speak English. Regardless of what country they're from, they can speak English, or they can understand some English. So even if the dialogue is in Japanese, I don't care if the dialogue is in Japanese, as long as the game itself is in Japanese, that's fine. If the dialogue wants to be Japanese, that's fine. As long as I can understand the gameplay, perfect. When I see this, I start to get worried, because that means that they did not take the time to translate all of this, which means that they did not take the time to translate the game either. But the comment section said it is in English. So we're going to trust the comment section on this one, and we're going to play this game for the first time because I've never played it in my life. So we're going to trust the comment section's word, and we're gonna jack into this game right now. Cross your fingers and pray. We shall soon see. Well, Crunchyroll, we already know Crunchyroll comes from Japanese. Crunchyroll is a television channel that broadcasts Japanese anime cartoons. So this is based off of a Japanese anime. The Crunchyroll's name is on it. This is based off a Japanese anime. So this is not something that just came up with right off the top of the head. So that's a good thing. You know, whatever you're going to see came from the anime. The only difference is that they turned the anime into a game. But we shall see. Now, what confuses me is that there's no full screen option. Normally when you have a game, the game automatically goes to full screen and fills up the entire screen. This game, so far, only has that little tiny screen. I mean, I don't mind, but it's odd. Okay, this is really awesome, but we're gonna check out the game first. So let's click the menu. Well, if we can't play the game, obviously we might have to delete the game also. So let's see. Tap to start. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Terms of service, obviously. Yes. That's how they get you. More stuff to download. See that? Any game that's free to play, they always have some sort of a currency for you to purchase to make the game worth it. Obviously, that's fine. They put all this work into making a video game. They have to be able to find a way to make money off of it. If they don't have sponsors, they have to have some sort of a way of doing that. So, gems is their currency. Let's see what gems buy. As soon as the game starts, we're going to find out what gems will buy you. Will gems make you better at the game? Or will gems just simply give you better costumes? Personally, if you were going to have monetization with currency, I think costumes would be more suitable. Because you would want the gameplay even for all players that play this game. So I'm hoping that those gems will buy you costumes and other stuff like that. To give you advantages in this game, that's bogus, because that means people are going to dump thousands of dollars into this game just to cheat, which is what they would want, but that's bogus, which means the gameplay is going to be extremely hard. Free-to-play games are either even for all players or obesely one-sided, but you'll be OP only if you buy their currency. So, in that case, why didn't you just charge money for the game and made it even? Made the gameplay even for everyone. Instead of having this bogus currency that buys you free cheat codes. But then again, we haven't played it yet. So we're only speculating, of course. This is pure speculation. Whenever you see money involved, like MechWarrior Online, they have MC. At first, when you play MechWarrior Online, you get immediately afraid because you see premium currency. You see, oh shit, that means the game's gonna suck. MechWarrior Online is different. The premium currency will get you mechs that are the same as the mechs in game, but those mechs look different. Those mechs they look different. They don't act different. They have different loadouts and they look different. They're decorated differently. Personally, I think that's cool because this way you're not dumping hundreds and hundreds. No, we want to see the whole tutorial because we never played this game. So, okay, let's check it out. See what we got. It's in Japanese, but there's English subtitles, so far so good. Okay. Concussion? Just a little bit. How can bashing your skull against a tree stimulate your brain? No, that gives you brain damage. I wonder why it's getting blurry. You bashed your skull against the tree, moron. See? I was right. There you go. Right there. So he wants to give himself a concussion. I wonder why. I think he's a little bit obsessed with magic, but that's just me. Yeah, he's obsessed.
きっと魔力だ。ついに僕は未知なる力を見つけたのだ。僕は二つの光の前に飛び出し、捕まえ。
He jumped in front of a car. That's smart. Well, of course, he's not smart. He bashed his head against a tree. So obviously he wouldn't be smart. If he bashed his head against a tree, he wouldn't be smart enough to not look before he crosses the street. So now it makes sense. The guy is so obsessed over magic, he jumped in front of a car just for the hell of it. Okay, he's normal. I'd say he's pretty normal. He didn't get out of high school yet? Shit, dude. Use your brains. He didn't get out of high school yet. Christ in heaven. I have a funny feeling that this isn't a game. I have a funny feeling that this is just a live I have a feeling this is just a live Magna Japanese cartoon. I have a funny feeling this has nothing to do with playing a game. So we're just gonna have to take it as we get. We're gonna have to just see what happens. He jumped in front of the car, and yet he says, no biggie. You just jumped in front of a moving car. What part of brainless do you not understand? Don't you even know what a car is? You jumped right in front of a moving car at night when the headlights are blaring bright. You jump right in front of a moving car. I'm starting to wonder about this kid. Is he on something? Because it looks to me like he's on something. He smokes a little bit too much weed, if you ask me. Sure enough, he died. I wonder why. He comes back to life as a little kid. He reincarnates. Because he ruined his first life. Now let's see if he ruins the second one. Let's see how much he ruins this next life. he remembers his past life. I'm not sure. I've heard of people that said they know their past life, but there was never any proof that they were correct. So I'm not gonna say it's complete bullshit, but I've heard stories from people in the past where they've claimed they remember their past lives. So, whatever.
その証拠に僕は魔力をすぐ知覚し、そして今では手足のように操ることができる。僕は前世では
He is a baby. He is a baby after all. So, moving, yes. Moving a lot, no. Not yet. So he voluntarily killed himself so he can reincarnate and get magic? I think this guy is a little, if you ask me, I think he's got a couple of screws loose. How do you train while you're a baby? How? That's impossible.
Shikashi, 修行に明け暮れた僕は身体強化で肛門活躍筋を締め上げ時間を稼ぎ、その間におぎゃー
God, kid. Yeah, summon people out of your ass. There you go. How's it feel? Does it feel good? Does it feel good, kid? Oh boy, this is going to be a very weird game. This kid's summoning people out of his ass. Okay, already it's starting to get really weird. I think the translating is a little off. Just not a lot. Just a little off. The translations are extremely weird. So far, all I see is a story. But that's fine. I don't think that exists in this world, kid. Yeah, even he agrees. Oh, picture that one. Okay, kid, I think you're living in a dream world. How do you go from a baby to a kid? They could have said time passes and showed him. Nope. I assumed he was still a baby. Now he's a kid? Okay. We'll go along with it. First of all, how does he know anything about this family? Unless they told him and didn't tell us that they told him. he's spouting information about this family, and as far as we know, he's only a baby. So we don't know that he grew up because he never told us that he grew up. They never extended the story forward. We assume he's still an infant. So we're wondering who this person is. So the manga doesn't exactly match the English translation. I think some of the translation was left out from the original manga. So a lot of this makes no sense.
ではなく、才能豊かな姉の影に隠れたごくごく平凡の魔剣士見習いのモブ A として育っていった。影の実力者は実力を見せる相手と場所を選ぶのだ。そう、来たるべきその瞬間まで。そんな日々を過ごしている僕であるが、日中は貴族としての勉強やらモブ A になりきるための付き合いやらで自由な時間は少ない。そんなわけで修行は自然と夜遅く、みんなが寝静まった後に行うことになる。当然睡眠時間を削っているわけだが、僕は魔力による超回復と瞑想を組み合わせた独自の睡眠法により超ショートスリーパー化しているため快適である。さて、本日の修行に励む。今日はいつものノリで基礎トレーニングを軽く行った後、特別メニューだ。最近近くの廃村にならず者が住み着いたらしい。調べたところそれなりに規模の盗賊団がいた。試し切りにちょうどいい。野党は見つけたらちょくちょく切っているけど、盗賊団レベルになると年に一度の一大イベント、ウキウキである。そんなわけで廃村に到着。深夜だというのに明かりがついており、どうやら正体の襲撃に成功して宴会をしているようだ。とても運がいい。盗賊とかみんな計画性ないから、奪ったらすぐ使ってしまう。襲撃直後ぐらいしかまともなものを持っていない。盗賊のものは僕のもの。こうして将来影の実力者になるための資産が増えるのだ。僕はテンションマックスでその宴会に突っ込んだ。不意打ちはしない。練習にならないからね。
So he's gonna go in. So he's gonna rush in, and he's a dialogue like your average everyday person. Finally, the actual game has arrived. Okay, let's check this out. Finally, an actual game. I'm guessing you have to... Yeah, I think you have to left tap the mouse. Every time you want to attack somebody, left tap the mouse on the person you want to attack. think. I'm not sure. I think.
まだまだこれからだ。スライムソードいいじゃないか。さて遊びは
So you have to tap this. When the blue line is full, tap the blue line and you'll do your hidden technique. So tap the blue line and he does his technique.
殺傷能力も十分。実験も完璧だったし大満足だ。10秒持たなかったね。
You got 3 items. I don't know what the items are, but that's fine.
その魔力を使って人は体や武器を強化して戦うわけだ。けど魔力を扱うとき、そこにはどうしてもロスが出る。例えば普通の鉄の剣に魔力を100鳴らしても実際に伝わるのは10程度なんだ。実に9割の魔力が無駄になる。
That kind of makes sense. You see, normally games have some sort of a gauge or some sort of a number that measures the amount of magic you have in yourself. Games vary from type to type. Some call it magic, some call it MP, some whatever they call it. Magic is measured, usually with a gauge, sometimes with numbers. This one, I don't quite know how it's measured, and this explanation here, to me, doesn't really make any much sense. So, now Mithril, if you play Final Fantasy 7, if you play Final Fantasy games, you know what Mithril is. So, if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game, you know what Mithril is. So that should be easy.
「そこで調べたところ、スライムの魔力伝導率は驚異の 99%。しかも液体なので自由に形態を変えられる。スライムソード、いいじゃないか。想像以上に使えるね。調子に乗って切りまくっていたら随分と静かに。あれ、あと一人しかいなくね。仕方ない。あとは君で試すとしようか。頑張れば2分ぐらい長生きできるから頑張ってね。なめてんじゃねえぞこのガキ。
武神流の怪伝なんだよ。
なんてね。
何？
2分持たなかったね。鎧と違って軽く。
So now he has.
むしろ体の動きを補助してくれる。
Now, is that his sword? Or is that something else? Or is like the slime his companion? They don't really explain themselves. He has a slime sword. So does that mean he had to give up his sword and change the sword into armor? It doesn't really explain a hell of a lot. So I guess we'll have to find out for ourselves.
招待のみんな、叩きは打ったよ。形見は僕が有効活用するから安心してほしい。美術品はさばけないからな。食品もパス。現金、宝石、貴金属かも。僕はまずまずの戦利品をゲットし黙祷した。現金換算で500万ゼニーくらいかな。1ゼニーでだいたい1円と同じ価値。これが全て影の実力者の活動資金となるのだ。もっと治安が悪くなって盗賊がはびこる世界になればいいのに。ゲームみたいに道を歩いたらエンカウントするレベルになればいいのだ。
Unfortunately, he wants to now steal the stuff that they stole, which is the wrong thing to do, which makes him a criminal. Why don't he just take a little bit and leave the rest to the people that got it stolen? That's just me.
奴隷かな。さばけないからパスだけどさ。死体じゃないな。腐りかけているけどまだ生きてことは悪魔つきか。聞いたことがある。悪魔つきと呼ばれ教会に処刑される化け物のこと。はじめは普通の人間として生まれ、ある日を境に肉体が腐り出す。
The one thing I don't like is that it stops and you have to click it to continue.
教会は生きた悪魔つきを買い取り、浄化と称して処刑している。悪魔の浄化。病人を虐殺しているだけだが、それに民衆は喝采し、平和が守られたと教会を称える。
You can tell this is a Crunchyroll anime because it's Crunchyroll animes still have the speech, but sometimes some of the Crunchyroll animes will have English translations, but they will maintain the same speech.
まさに中世って感じでテンション上がる。この肉塊も教会の裏は今日の戦利品以上の値がつくだろう。
Now, if you sell that to the church is going to know that it was stolen, and they'll simply give it right back. and then they'll think that you stole it. So that might not be such a good idea.
当然僕にはさばけないから無意味だけど
Yeah, you can't sell it.
楽にしてあげますかこの波長覚えがあるな魔力暴走と同じかつて僕も魔力暴走が原因で痛い目を見たことがあるもしあの時魔力暴走を抑えられなければこうなっていたのではないかそして魔力が肉体に及ぼす影響僕はあの日可能性を感じた魔力暴走によって肉体が魔力に
Meanwhile, he's saying all this out loud, and if that is indeed a human, it understands everything he's saying.
だが意図的に魔力暴走を起こすのはあまりに危険で断念したもし仮にこの肉体が魔力暴走の産物だとしてこの肉塊を使って実験することができたとしたら僕はリスクなく影の実力者に近づくことができるはずだ使えるなこの肉自分の体じゃないから安全に好き勝手できるそれからは魔力をガンガン送り込みああでもないこうでもないと実験に心を躍らせる日々魔力の真髄に近づき己の実力が目に見えて高まっていくのを実感することは僕にとって何よりの喜びだった
Funny thing, this is gonna go apeshit haywire in about T-minus 5 seconds. Something tells me this is gonna go very bad, really quick. No, she turned back into a human.
あんなに腐ってたのに元に戻るんだおっとどうしようかなあ、いいこと思いついた活目せよここが影の実力者の初舞台と、目が覚めたな
あれ私の体嘘
君を蝕んでいた呪いはもう解けたもはや君は自由
あなた私を
ああ呪いというのは君たち英雄の子孫にかけられた忌まわしき呪いだ僕ぐらいになるとこの世界の伝説を組み込んだ影の実力者設定を作り上げることなどイージーだ驚くのも無理はない
In other words,
君も知っているだろう
he's making it up. Slick, kid. Slick.
経典にある3人の英雄が魔人ディアボロスを倒し世界を救ったというおとぎ話あれは本当にあったことさ魔人は死の間際呪いをかけたそれが君を腐った肉塊へと変えたものの正体だだが何者かが歴史をねじ曲げ君たちを悪魔つきなどと蔑まれる存在にしたその黒幕の正体はそうだな黒幕はまだ口にすることはできない知れば君にも危険が
構わないわ一体何者なの
えそうかならば教えようディアボロス教団魔人ディアボロスの復活を目論む者たちだ 奴らは表舞台には決して出てこない。我が使命はその野望を陰ながら阻止することかな。そう、我が名はスタイリいや、我が名はシャドウ。影に潜み影を狩る者。困難な道のりになるだろう。だが成し遂げなければならない。英雄の子よ、我と共に歩む覚悟はあるか。
嫌ないえ、呪いに侵されたあの日、私は全てを失い、醜く腐り落ちるしかなかった私を救ってくれたのはあなたです。だからあなたがそれを望むなら、私はこの命を懸けましょう。そして罪人、
まあ全部出任せなんだけどね。
Told ya. He just. Whatever. But there might be some truth to what he's saying. We don't know this. He may be making it up, but there might be something that's true.
このエルフちょろいわ。ディアボロス教団なんて当然存在しないから、いくら探しても見つかるはずがない。だから適当にその辺の盗賊とかにディアボロス教団の疑いをかけて殺して、あとは主人公っぽい人たちの戦いに姿を隠して乱入し、この世界は崩壊の危機にとか、魔人の復活が近いとか思わせぶりなことを言って立ち去ったりとか。
Oh my goodness. This guy is massively full of shit.
敵はおそらく強大な権力者とかだ。真実を知らずに操られている人たちもたくさんいるはず。
でも立ちふさがる者に容赦はできない。
そうそう、そんな感じ。
他の英雄の子孫を探し出して保護する必要もあるわね。
え？ああ。
組織の拡張と並行して拠点を整備しないと。そのための資金集めも。
うん、ほどほどにね。じゃあ、そうだな。僕らの組織はシャドウガーデン。そして君はアルファと名前。
背中を任せて。あなたは前だけ見ていればいいわ。
アルファよ、気づいたか。
え？
外に奴らがいる。
奴らってまさか盗賊の仲間？
本体だろうな。仲間が帰ってこないから様子を見に来たのだ。気をつけろ。奴らはただの盗賊ではない。
まさか
奴らは盗賊に扮したディアボロス教団なのだ。
そういうこと。正体を襲撃したと見せかけて本命は悪魔つきに渡したったというわけ。私としたことがまんまと騙された。
そうそう、そんな感じ。盗賊はすべてディアボロス教団の資格として有効利用させてもらおう。
これが本体ということは先の舞台よりも強力に。
問題ない。奴らはまだこちらの戦力に気づいていないのだ。
なるほど。奇襲を仕掛けるの。それなら僕の物陰に隠れましょうか。入り口から死角になっていて、こちらからは全てを見渡せる。奇襲するには最適な位置よ。
そうだな。この子、やけに起点が効くというか、頭良くないか。
ディアボロス教団。どこからどう見てもただの盗賊なのに見事な変装で、あなたの指摘がなければ見抜けなかったわ。
さあ行こうか。シャドウガーデンの初陣だ。
その身に刻みましょう。悪魔つきによる復讐の刃を、そして罪人に死の制裁を。
ほらそこ、無駄口叩かない。
Okay, same as last time.
俺らの悪事はここまでだ。
ディアボ、何のことだ。そんなことよりここにいた仲間はどこに行った。
お前たちもすぐに後を追わせてやる。
ふざけるな貴様。
そこだ。
Left click.
その減らず口を今すぐ黙らせてやる。
皆殺しにするのは簡単だけど、アルファの剣筋も見ておきたい。よし、ここで彼女の見せ場を作るか。うわー、やられたー。
偉そうなことを言っておきながら口だけか。
かかったね。アルファ、君の
シャドウガーデンの前に立ちはだかる敵は全て排除するって決めてるの。ディアボロス教団ね。変装しても私たちの目はごまかせないわ。
またそれか。わけのわからんことを。
So they threw a hint at you. You have to have one character who has high amount of XP in the front at all times to block all the attacks. Now officially, they didn't explain to us how to heal yet, which is why they're doing this. Officially, I have no idea how you're supposed to heal. So naturally, you have to have a tank in the front, because right now we can't heal. Okay, we're gonna use her. We're gonna use her special attack as it's flashing. All right.
攻撃が全然効かない。
アルファのおかげで魔力を貯める時間が稼げた。
Okay, now it's his turn. There we go.
もうほぼスライムサイズの無力成分もできてるし、剣筋もいい。まさか初陣でここまでやれるとは思わなかったな。10秒持たなかったね。
No XP. It's probably a tutorial mode, so I wouldn't expect XP in a tutorial mode. So,
シャドウ。
okay. This is probably, my guess, this is probably our main menu. Our missions are right here. This says home. This probably brings us back to this screen right here. Character, let's just click this, see what this does. Nothing, apparently. Quests is currently active. These will unlock later on down the road. And remember how I told you that you could use real money to buy gems? The gems allow you to summon more heroes. So, without getting them from the main storyline. So you could probably dump real money into this game just by buying gems so you could summon more characters. That does make sense. But if you don't summon, you're going to have to grind 10 times harder in order to keep up with the characters as they level up more. It's harder when you don't put money into a game. You have to work twice as hard. All games are like this. Not just this one. All games, no matter what you play, are going to be like this. If you're not going to put money in the game, you have to work twice as hard and grind twice as fast, twice as hard in order to get somewhere. Just know that. Now, why would I download voice data when it's in Japanese? I mean, unless, in other words, I have to actually download. Now, it would be nice if they actually explained to you what voice data is. Is it English translations? It says play voices, which means probably English translations. So in order to get the English translation, you have to download the voice data.
貴族は15歳になるとオートにあるミドガル魔剣士学園に通うことになる。
Nope, it's still in Japanese. Oh well, we already knew that. At least we could read it. Here, exclusion, Dark Knights in the capital. Okay. Supposed to begin her studies there. Okay. On the day of the departure, she vanished. Someone's upset. What gives you that idea? Maybe she just abandoned ship.
だから仕方ないと。そういうこと？
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃなくてね。ただ、事実を述べたまでで。言い訳してんな、このハゲ！すいません、すいません。
ちなみに僕は空気。期待はされていないけど面倒もかけない。そんな感じのポジションをキープしている。僕は神妙な顔で親父と母のじゃれ合いを見守って隙を見て自室に戻った。ベータ。
シャドウ様。
アルファと同じエルフの少女。アルファは金髪だったけどベータは銀髪だ。 猫みたいな青い瞳に泣きぼくろの彼女は僕とアルファに続く3人目のシャドウガーデンメンバーだ。ほどほどにって言ったのに、アルファが捨て猫拾うみたいに連れてくるからどんどん増えるんだ。アルファは
クレア様の痕跡を探っています。
行動早いね。姉さんまだ生きてる？
おそらく
助けられる？
可能ですが、シャドウ様の助力が必要です。
アルファがそう言ったの？
はい。人質の危険を考えると万全を期すべきだと。
アルファは正直言ってもう相当強い。そのアルファが助力を請うってことはなかなかの実力者がいると見ていい。最近はアルファとかベータとかデルタとかもいて、練習相手に不足はなかったけど、たまには新鮮さも欲しいし。何より影の実力者プレイもしたいし、ちょうどいい機会だ。久しぶりに本気を出すか。影の実力者っぽい空気感を出すのに慣れてきた。それに最近はアルファやベータがかなり設定を煮詰めてきているから盛り上がるんだ。しかも資料とかも集めてきて、やはりあなたの言葉に間違いはなかったとか、1000年前ディアボロスの子がとか。この石碑からはディアボロス教団の痕跡がとか。いや、古代文字読めないから僕は分からないけどさ。アルファもあんまり分かっていないんじゃないかな。それっぽいの並べてディアボロス教団の真実に迫ってる感が欲しいんだ。多分きっとそうだと思うよ。
犯人はやはりディアボロス教団のものです。それも幹部クラス。
なぜ姉さんを？
クレア様に英雄の子の疑いをかけているのかと。
なるほどな。彼女たちにかかればただの盗賊も教団に早変わりか。
Though he already has people in the party that we didn't know about. See, this already makes kind of no sense because, yes, we know how one of them got in the party. But he has two more, which we don't know how they got in the party. It was never explained. Already, it's not bad, but if we're eager to follow the storyline, they never explained how they never did all the explaining in the beginning. Yes, the beginning part is always boring, but it would be nice to explain things so people are not scratching their head a quarter way through the anime. It just makes sense. When you write a story, you have to build the story one step at a time. It's like they didn't want to build the story from the beginning, so they just tiptoed a little bit, jumped 4 steps, and went to this part. I don't like that. We'll have to just take it. We'll have to take it one step at a time. For right now, the story doesn't really make much sense. We'll take it as we'll take it one step at a time. Now, when they're talking, the dialogue box has a white background. When the person's thinking, it has a black background. He's thinking. He's not talking. He's thinking.
半分以上古代文字だし、わけわからん数字やら何やら。いや、君たちそれ
I would assume that they would use like thought bubbles
完全に僕を
above their heads. But if this comes from an anime, then naturally they're going to use dialogue boxes on the bottom of the screen. But manga books actually have dialogue boxes above their heads, the bubbles right above their heads, either a thought or speech. So if they took this from the original manga pages and just replaced the Japanese with English, it'd be better.
そこだ。やべ、ずれた。そこに姉さんはいる。
ですが、ここには何も。
いや、適当に投げたんだけどね。やっぱ演技うまいよね、ベータ。あれでしょ？それで僕が指さしたところに隠しアジトとかあるんでしょ？
まさかこの暗号はブラフだとすると、この記述と照合すれば全てつながる。
ほら来た。
Say that's his thoughts. He's thinking this.
シャドウ様の指摘されたポイントに隠しアジトがあると思われます。この膨大な資料を一瞬で読み取り見抜くとは、さすがです。
演技派だな、ベータ。アカデミー級だよ。七影に伝えろ。
I love it. That's too funny. I love it.
結構は今夜。
主様、何でもベータにお言いつけくださいね。
Oh my god, I absolutely love this. That is way too funny.
ここを
Okay.
シャドウ様が指摘したポイントに到着します。何の変哲もない森林なのによく気づいたわね。こんなところに隠しアジトがあるなんて。
前々から怪しいとは思っていたからな。
さすがです、シャドウ様。教団の計画を暴き、はるか昔から隠しアジトを見抜いていたのですね。つまり泳がせていたというわけね。それなら教えてくれればよかったのに。
あらゆる可能性を考慮し、柔軟かつ臨機応変に対応するため、慎重に。
In other words, he's bullshitting the both of them. He's flying by the seat of his pants. What he's doing is he's trying to locate the hideout of the bandits. So he's throwing a random location out, hoping to find them. What he should do is he should do some investigation, but a young kid is not going to know to do that. So it does make sense. A young kid is just going to do whatever. And he is indeed a young kid. He's nowhere near considered an adult.
どうしよう。盗賊がいないと収集がつかないぞこれ。ちょっとトイ。お花を摘みに行ってくる。
奥ゆかしい表現ね。お花を摘みに？どういう？ちょっとベータ、彼についていっちゃダメ。でもいくらシャドウ様でも敵のアジト付近で単独行動は。心配ないわ。彼は一人でやらなきゃいけないことがあるのよ。
どこかに盗賊いないかな。魔物でもいい、それっぽい洞窟とか何でもいいから。とっておきの魔力探知で調べ尽くせば何か見つかるはず。こういう時に限って魔物すらいない。あれは何だろう。遺跡かな。見られている。この気配は。
よく気づいたな。
土の中に隠れる。ロマンだけど何者かな。
俺はただの見張りだ。何も知らないまま通り抜けるのであれば見逃してやったが。
戦う気か。こちらとしても都合がいい。君のおかげでイベントを進められる。
わけのわからないことを。
シャドウ、さっきの物音。シャドウ様、その男は一体。
仲間がいるか。
遅いぞアルファベータ。
やはりお花を摘みに行ったと見せかけて手がかりを探していたのね。さすがですシャドウ様。やはりその男が教団の。
その通り。こいつらがディアボロス教団だ。ほらそこ。
Could the actual cult actually exist? Because they just shit their pants. So, I don't know.
ついに認めたの。
Remember, left click. Click the person and then left click the other. Okay, this person is gonna come in now. So let's see what we can do.
早速だけど治療をお願いできる？もちろんです。ここはユニクモに攻めるよりもまずは守りを固めるのが先ですね。助かった。
行動早いね。
そこね。
あの金髪エルフ、余計な真似を。
アルファとベータ2人のおかげで僕の魔力も十分だ。そこだ。
虫が止まったかと
久しぶりに
思った
本気を出すかな。
見てくださいましたか？これがベータの実力です。
I'm getting a brief idea. The gameplay is simply click the person you want to attack, and all the characters will focus on that particular person until a character attacks them. Then they will change targets. So if you click a character and if you click your character and an enemy character, it will target that one character until somebody else attacks them. Then they will retaliate the next time. Only if you click them and the target. Okay. We still can't click any of these. Why, you don't know. We still can't click any of these. I'm guessing we just have to click the next.
影の男爵家の娘はここか。この中です、オルバ様。
お気をつけください。拘束していますが非常に反抗的です。
私を誰だと思っている。
失礼しました。
クレア影のだな。
あなたの顔、オートで見たことがあるわ。確かオルバ子爵だ。
ほう。昔この絵にいたが、いや、武神祭の大会でか。
武神祭ね。アイリス王女に無様に切られていたわ。
試合という枠内ならばあれは別格だ。もっとも実戦で負けるつもりはないがね。
実戦でも変わらないわ。決勝大会1回戦負けのオルバ子爵。
お酒。決勝の舞台に立つことがどれほどの偉業かわからぬ小娘が。
Ooh, somebody is angry.
私ならあと1年。
Someone's gonna take it out on her.
残念だ
I don't think you're making anything, hon. You're tied up at the moment.
1年後生きていないのは果たしてあなたか私か。試してみる？
What are you gonna do? You're tied up. I'd love to see what you. I'd love to see what you can do right now.
ハエでもいたかし
魔風の鎖につながれ、これを避けるか。高い魔力に振り回されるだけではないらしいな。
魔力は量ではなく使い方だと教わったわ。
いい父を持ったな。
あのハゲが教わったのは弟によ。
弟？
生意気な弟よ。戦えば私が必ず勝つわ。だけど私はいつも弟の剣から学んでいる。なのにあの子はだから毎日いじめているの。
かわいそうな弟だ。ならば私はひどい姉から彼を救った英雄というわけだ。さて、クレア影の最近体の不調はないか。魔力が扱いづらい、制御が不安定、魔力を扱うと痛みが走る、体が黒ずみ腐り始める、そういった症状だ。
わざわざ私を連れ去ってやること。
私にもかつては娘がいた。これ以上手荒な真似はしたくない。素直に答えてくれることがお互いにとって最善だ。
それって脅し？私は脅されると反抗したくなるたちなの。たとえそれが非合理的であったとしても。
素直に答える気はない。
さて、どうしいいわ。大したことじゃないし答えましょう。体と魔力の不調だったかしら。今は何ともないわ。鎖につながれてさえいなければ快適そのものよ。
今は？
ええ、今は1年ぐらい前かしらね。あなたの言った症状が。
何？治ったというのか？勝手に。
そうね、特に何も。あ、そうそう、弟にストレッチよくわからないけど、それの練習させてくれとか頼まれて、なんだか終わったらとても調子が良くなっていたわ。
ストレッチ？聞いたことがない。やはり念のため弟も調べる必要が。
あの子に何かあったら絶対に許さない。
You go, girl. Hell yeah.
そいで。
お前も愛する家族も友人も全て殺した。
Cut off his wee wee. Trust me, if you do that, it'll hurt a lot more.
適合者かどうかはその血を調べればわかる。
オルバ様、
何事だ？
侵入者です。
者だと。何者だ。
わかりません。敵はおそらく7人。影のようにどこからともなく現れて兵たちを次々と。我々では歯が立ちません。
私が出る。お前たちは守りを固めろ。
シャドウガーデンの前に立ちはだかる敵は全て排除するって決めてるの。
Okay, showtime.
興奮するね、こういう場所。いかにもボスがいそうって感じ。
お前ら何者だ。
Oh, forgot. Of course, he has to groan in pain.
シャドウ、このままあなた一人で全部片付けてしまうつもりじゃないでしょ。あなたが強いのはわかるけど、連携すればもっと効率よく敵の
連携？
さあ、3人で行くわよ。
なるほど。連携技で雑魚を一気に葬り去る。影の実力者的にそういうの悪くないね。いいだろう。集いし影の従者たち。我らの刃を持って立ち下がる愚者ども。
Combo gauge in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Fill that up over time through actions your characters take. So when other characters take actions, that gauge fills up. When that gauge fills up to max, they do a combo attack on all three of them. And you can do a combo. My guess is save that combo attack when you absolutely need it. But we're going to build it up the first time and see if it expires. If it expires, we have to remember to use it as soon as we get it. Fill your combo gauge on least powerful straight combos. Okay. Now this is the combo gauge right here. I'll tell you how many combos you have. Strike combo button to unleash your combo. Don't timeout select your attack order. The further back a character, the bigger attack bonus. Fill up your combo gauge. Reduce damage taken. Recovers HP. Each roll has a unique bonus. Put characters in the back for a bigger bonus. Okay, so now we're going to push this and get a triple combo attack. Very cool. Very cool.
イベントの展開的にはそろそろボスが出てくるのがお約束だよね。10秒持たなかったね。よっしゃ。
Okay, so obviously the arrow's still pointing up, so we can't click any of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to just continue with the storyline until these unlock. So here we go. This again, we'll leave the dialogue on, even though we can't understand Japanese. We'll leave it on just because. We're gonna leave the. In the future, I'm going to turn the dialogue off because I can't understand Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't understand it.
ディアボロス教団、その名を、その秘密をどこで知った？
殺しはしない。知っていることをすべて話してもらうまで。面白い手品ね。あの波長は魔力暴走かしら。それを無理やり抑え込んで。すぐに追います。必要ないわ。この先には彼がいるもの。だから別行動を。さすがシャドウ様。ええ、あさっての方に走り去るんだから迷ったんじゃないかと心配したんだけど。
迷った。雑魚狩りに夢中になりすぎたかな。みんなでアジトに乗り込んだまでは良かったが、先回りしてボスを倒そうと思ったらこのざまだよ。せっかくボスに遭遇した時の演出練習してきたのに。しかし大掛かりな施設だ。今回は廃棄された軍事施設に盗賊団が住み着いた感じかな。ん？ 子は筋肉ムキムキで、なぜか目が赤く光っている。何それ、かっこいい。目からビームとか撃てたりするんだろうか。
先回りされていたか。が一人ならたやすい。
僕は赤目の剣を片手で止める。来る場所が分かれば、速さなんてそれほど脅威ではないし、力だって使い方次第だ。魔力だけならアルファ以上。でも残念ながら全く扱えていない。それにそう、踏み込みが甘い。ちなみに僕は魔力で速さや力を強化してブンブンすれば強いでしょって感じの力任せな戦い方が好きじゃない。いや、フィジカル面を軽視するつもりはないんだ。究極の選択として力か技かどちらかを選べと言われたら、僕は迷わず力を選ぶ。力なき技に価値はない。単純な力、単純な速さ、単純な反応、そういったフィジカル面の強さに任せて細部を軽視し捨て去り諦めたかのような不完全でいびつな戦い方が、フィジカルは天性だが技術は努力だ。僕が目指す影の実力者は決して技量で負けることはない。
So he's going through this whole big huge rigmarole telling this dude all about himself. What a retard. Who monologues in the middle of a battle? That's horrible. Wait for the battle to be over, then monologue. Monologuing belongs outside of battle, not in the middle of battle. Great, they're not showing the battle, but still.
教えてあげよう。正しい魔力の使い方ってやつを。レッスン1。使う魔力は最小、足に集中させ、一気に加速。レッスン2。間合いをつかめば速さも力もいらない。魔力さえも。僕は再度前に出る。魔力は使わない。だから赤目の方がずっと速い。だけどどんなに速くても攻撃と同時には動けない。だから詰められる。
That's because he has a broadsword. A broadsword, you have to have a certain distance between your opponent because the sword is big, cumbersome, and heavy at the same time.
ほんの半歩。微妙な距離。僕にとっては遠い距離で、赤目にとっては近い距離。そして赤目は間合いを外す選択をした。僕はもう赤目の魔力移動からその動きを読んでいる。だから赤目の方が早いのに僕が先に動く。レッスン3。まだまだこれからだ。
かつてこれほどの差を感じたことがあったか。アルファと名乗るエルフと戦った時も、武神祭で王女と戦い敗れた時も、これほどの差を感 じたことはなかった。あるとすれば子供の頃、まだ剣を握って間もない頃に死と対峙した時ぐらい。なぜ生かされている。なぜ敵対する。なぜそれほどだから。
影に潜み影を狩る。我らはただそのためにある。
貴様、あれに抗う気か。たとえどれほど強くとも、世界の闇は貴様が考えるよりも
ならば潜ろう、どこまでも。
たやすくほざくな。教えてやろう、この世の闇よ。 遅い、軽い、脆い、これが現実だ。貴様も味わえ。己の
Okay, it's showtime.
この世界の闇を教えてやる。
Boss fight.
敵が何か仕掛けてくるみたいだわ。みんな備えて。そこね。
これが力だ。これが強さだ。
あら、思ったよりもやるみたいね。ここは連携しないと勝てそうにないわよ。
甘い、そこだ。光る。
Yo!
虫が止まったかと思ったわ。
あの世で後悔しろ。
こんなもの。
光る。
Yo!
虫がそこからが勝負です。相手にならない。
We need healing.
甘い。
まだよ。道半ばだもの。まだ折れるわけにはいかないの。
光る。
ここは闇雲に攻めるよりも、まずは守りを固めるのが先ですね。
まだこれからだからね。
光る。
こんなもの。そこね。まだよ。
久しぶりに本気を出すかな。
闇を
10秒持たなかったね。
晴らせる。
Boy, we owned his ass. And of course, 0 XP. Thanks. But we got items. We have items though. I wonder what this is. A wooden ring. Okay. Magic candy. Gain 60 XP. Phantasm gem. I still don't know what any of these items are, but I'm guessing eventually the game will explain what the items are for.
Naぜだ。なぜ届く。
見にくいな。
それは。
遊びは終わりだ。 ただの盗賊にしては強かったな。まあそんなわけで今回の救出作戦は終わった。姉さんは拘束を解いておいたら次の日ご機嫌斜めで帰ってきた。あの人やたらしぶといね。怪我も一晩で大体治ったし。それから療養やら事件の調査やらで1週間ぐらいゴタゴタした後、姉さんはオートに出発した。その1週間なぜかやたらと構ってきてめんどくさかった。アルファたちはなんだか盗賊団の調査やら残党処理やらで忙しそうにしていた。ああ、盗賊じゃなく教団か。まあ呼び方がどうであれ結局ただの盗賊なんだけど。しかし盗賊団の赤目のおっさんは逸材だったな。ならば潜ろう、どこまでも。とかまさに影の実力者って感じのセリフが出てきたのもひとえにあのおっさんのおかげだ。名脇役として雇いたいぐらいだった。そして見事影の実力者を演じきった僕ととっさの状況に対応したアドリブ力は必見だった。観客がいなかったのが残念で仕方ないが、それもあと2年の我慢だ。2年後僕もオートに行く。オートだ、あのオートである。いいなあ。オートはこことは比べ物にならない大都市だ。この世界有数の大都市、この国では唯一の100万人都市。絶対主人公ポジションのキャラがいるはずだし、ラスボス的キャラもいるかもしれない。そしてこんな地方では起こりえない事件、陰謀、抗争、そしてそこに乱入する影の実力者。ああ、それを思えば今の僕なんて所詮盗賊ポコって生きってるだけのカエルだ。僕の物語はまだ序章すら始まっていないのだ。まあ2年後には行けるから、それまでアルファたちに頑張ってもらえば。2年後に備えてさらなる力を求める僕のもとにある日アルファたち7人が集まった。何でも教団の調査やら呪いの研究やらの報告がしたいようだ。
シャドウ、私たちはあなたの元を離れる時が来たわ。
え？
お別れよ。
このすべて今かけてただ理想に届くまでこの手伸ばして目の前に伸びる選択肢、善と悪との歯車は行く。ただ一つだけの結末へ何もかも偶然のチョイス、そしてまた次へのライス、可能性の限界までその行く先を見つめて Only one 他にはいらない To the one だけ見据えたい、譲れはしない信念と決意感を胸に秘めて Highest 信じ
So far, I actually thought this game was going to be kind of boring, but you know what? I was wrong. Game is pretty cool. I'll give this a thumbs up. Pretty cool game, guys. Okay, so they want you to log in every day to get this. We don't know what this is yet. Event special login bonus. Oh, so this is one of those games where you pull like SS rank characters and have them join your party. Okay, those can get complicated big time. Those can get extremely complicated. They're fun, but they can get very complicated. Recovers SP as a hidden technique. She's a red elemental elf. Buffs based on the number of hellfire. I'm guessing she's a fire. I'm guessing she's a fire elemental. Okay, they have an event going on. What the event is, I don't know. There's no explanation. Most likely, they're probably going to make you buy something. So, be very cautious. Okay, beginners only. Let's see. Shadow Festival. Here's where they start getting you with the money. Ready? See that right there? Get more SS summons. Get more gems to get more SS summons. So if you dump money in the game right now, you'll get an SS rank summon. Guaranteed one SS character on the 30th pull. So you have to have 30 pulls in order to get one decent character, which means that's a lot of gems you have to pay real money for. So this is where the game is going to get you. Even though this is a free game, this is where free games make their money. They may try to make their money to try and get you to purchase gems to pull all these characters that have good ranks. And they make the game impossible to beat. The beginning was fun, but from here on in, the gameplay is going to be very hard. So they're going to force you to put in real money to get those good characters. That's just the way these games work. That's the way these games roll. So there's really no way to get around it. 90% of the games on cellular phones usually have the same exact thing. Trying to think of the games on cell phones that pretty much do the same exact thing. There used to be one in the Google Play Store. It used to be called can't remember the name of it. It did the same exact thing this game does. Same thing. Link your account. Link it to what? Now, when you link your account to anything, be very, very careful what you're linking your account to. As it is, Steam will not allow any game to remove money from your wallet unless you purchase something. So Steam has you covered. But if you link your account to something, whatever you link your account to, they could take money out of that. So be very careful with these games, guys. Until you absolutely are positive that what you're doing is harmless, be cautious. Be very cautious with certain things. I'm not saying be a prude, just be aware. Don't be doing stupid stuff. Just be aware of things. Okay, so they're announcing an update. A new chapter. An event pack. Information about the chapter. I'm curious to see what updates they have. I'm curious to see if they have to update the rarities often. Yep. Changes that will affect, and as I'd like to share details on specific change that will take effect. Chapter 7 event policy regarding magic circuits. New campaigns that will be launched alongside the release of the latest chapter. Starting with the upcoming Chapter 7, we introduced Weekly Hunt Free Bonus, which grants free hunt attempts against the boss each week to players who own the designated event characters. So you have to put real money into the game to try to pull the characters in that chapter in order to get extra bonus attempts against beating the boss of that level. So what they're telling you right now is that it's almost impossible for a free account to beat a boss fight unless you spend real money to get upgraded characters. That's what this update is telling us. So be very cautious when you're playing this game. When the game starts getting insanely hard, walk away. Whenever they have updates for games, read every single update for games thoroughly from start to finish. You're going to see things you have never seen before. You'll learn more about a game from reading the updates than you will anything else. We no longer have to play this game. Just reading this, we can find out more information by reading this update. Now here, read this. Right here. Avoid situation where simply owning an event character creates such significant advantage in the rankings, other players cannot realistically catch up. no matter how much effort you put in. So they're recognizing that the paying characters are broken. Right there, they admitted that the characters you purchase are so beyond broken that there's no way around it. So if you dump $50 and get all these OP characters, all of them are going to be broken as hell, and the game will be easy. And it'll be easier to beat. Now, that sucks, because that means you have no choice, but you have to put money in this game. In order to even get further in the game, that means you have no choice but to put money in the game down the road. As much as I hate to admit it, that sucks. But then again, we haven't really played the game in its entirety yet. We're gauging all this based off of these updates we're reading right now. So, I mean, this is what we're reading right now. This is all just this one update. Now, what I'm reading as far as this update goes, now we learn a lot more about this game than we knew before. We thought this game was just a fun game. Now we know they're trying to get money out of you. Tap the character to start a one-on-one time. Now let's find out what this is. Okay, so now you have to talk to the character now. Okay. This is extremely boring. It really is. So you're talking to the person, that's nice. I'd rather get involved in a storyline. You know, and just... I'd rather get involved in a story. A start to finish story. I like to get in deep with stories. I like storytelling. There's no storytelling in this. It's just random conversations that I can initiate. It's like a set conversation. Now, she says she gets headaches. Now, your comment should be about her headache. About her headache. Getting sleep might help a headache. So, okay, instead of this being an adventure game, this is a dating sim now? What? It's supposed to be an adventure game. It's supposed to be well, not an RPG. It's supposed to be like an adventure game. It's not supposed to be a dating sim, for Christ's sake. Christ in heaven. Okay, here's where they start getting. Here's where they start getting you with money. In order to summon characters, you need gems. If you put real money into this game, you'll get gems, and you'll be able to summon all these pretty cool characters that can actually do damage to the enemies down the road. They're going to give you 10 summons for free right now. Now we had 3,000 gems. We're going to spend all 3,000 gems to summon 10 characters right now. Now, after we're done, we're going to go in the store and find out how much 3,000 gems is, and then we'll see if this game is really and truly out to empty your wallet or not. I want to find out how much gems cost. We're not going to buy any. I just want to find out how much gems cost. Now, our first one only got us a rare. They promised if you get 10, if you summon 10, you'll get SS rares. This is only a regular rare. That's another regular rare. That's an A rank. Right now, we're dying right now. We're getting nothing. You know why we're getting nothing? Because we didn't pay for these. These were free. If we paid for 10 summons, we would get SS ranks every time. How much you want to make a money bet? Okay, so this is what we got. You can even they even come with outfits too. Interesting. Okay, now they want us to click the quest button.
行くわよ。ねえ、あなた。 まずは力を示すことよ。難しいことじゃないでしょ。
So they're giving you an opportunity to earn
引き出す必要がありそうね。
some equipment for your characters, but they're not showing you how to equip the characters. We can just click a character and see what happens.
実験のお金たくさんいる。
See now, here's all the characters that we have. Now let's see. Let's see if we can equip. Yep, we can equip them with stuff. So she has fire abilities. Not sure if she's a swordswoman or if she's a mage or player level 2. So I have to be player level 2 in order to give them equipment. So for now, we're just playing without equipment, right? For now. Okay, so now how do we figure out who to put in the party? Because I really would like to have her in, and I would like to have... trying to think. We have a healer. We have a tank. We can use... We don't have this one. We already have a healer, so we don't need another one. We already have an attacker as a main character. This, I'm trying to think who is the defense. Interesting.
強くなるグミできた。食べる？味は専門外。
Making gummy snacks. That's cool. Okay, now let's see.
さあ、行きましょう。
Now let's go back in. Let's try this out.
まさか怯えているわけじゃないわよね。
Okay, guys, we're going to try. Maybe we'll save this for next time, because it's getting close to that time where we should wrap this. We should really wrap this up. This is going to take me a little bit to upload this, so okay, this is where we're going to end this video. If you can do me a really big favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you want to see me continue playing this game and you want to see what happens next. You want to see if and how you equip things. If you want to see more of this game, comment down below. Drop a comment down below. Very easy. Like, share, and comment on the video. I really would appreciate it. I'll be more than happy to continue where I left off. All I need is you guys to tell me I want to see more. You got it. You want to see more? I'll show you guys more. But I need feedback. I need likes, subscribes, and I need feedback. I need you guys to tell me if you want to see more of this game, I'll play more. If I hear nothing and get no views, no feedback, no nothing, I'll just play this game on my own. And I won't play this on YouTube. You guys need to give me feedback. If I get no feedback, no comments, no likes, I'm not going to bother. Again, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Share the video if you enjoyed this video so much. Share it with others. Hopefully they will enjoy it as well. Maybe I'll even give this game a shot. I think this game is going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to stop where I am right now, and I'm going to wait until I see what you guys tell me. If you guys tell me you want to see more, I'm going to continue where I left off. And I'll start with this. I'm going to continue where I left off and start with that. And once I start with that, then we'll continue where we left off. And hopefully unlock the equipment. And we'll experiment with the equipment and see which character might need what. And what characters we should put in parties and how we can do that. We have characters. What we don't know is how to put them in the party. So that's one thing we need to learn. There's more stuff to learn. So, for example, we have characters, but I don't see anything that involves changing the party. Who's fighting, in other words. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and share the video please. Thank you all for watching. Have a very nice day. See you guys later.